Okay, November, I think it's 4th, 2025, at about 10 a.m. in the morning, and I'm here in Oregon about to talk about this one thing, how we are robots and not robots at the same time. So what do I mean by that? My mom told me at 11 years old that our brains are like computers, right? She didn't say they are computers. They said they're like computers. What does that mean? uh, Computers have a microprocessor. We have a processing unit in our head that processes information. Some of us are slower, some of us are faster, right? So if we have that inside of us, then we are like computers. Number two, we have lead, copper, zinc, and some other elements that are metal ish that are like computers. So they're in computers, they're inside of us. So we're kind of like computers, right? We have electrical circuits within us that flow through all our body to send signals, right? Computers have the same kind of signaling in their CPU. So we are kind of like computers, right? What else? We have a brain, which is our motherboard. The computer has a brain, which is the motherboard. So we kind of are like computers. What else? Hmm. My mom told me this at 11 years old. Computers wasn't a thing when I was 11 years old. So she foresaw computers being a thing um, in the future. So she kind of saw the future of things, and she was trying to get me ready for the future with computers. And that's why she told me that. I don't know where she got her information from, but as far as I know, she was a believer in God. So whenever something happened in our life, she thanked God, right? When she had intuition or a clairvoyant um, feelings, then she would give the glory to God. But it was her goddess self, that was receiving these signals. We have all this stuff within us because, as we learned as we get older, God is within, not without. The God that is without is more like another God, a friend God, if you will. Um, and he's there to assist as well. So we got a God, goddess itself, but we also have an outside God, right? Because God means Elohim, and Elohim is plural, meaning God and goddesses, right? So we're gods. That there is a God, the Christian God. There is that God, right? And he can assist us to achieve other goals that we would like to achieve. So my mom didn't know this, as far as I'm concerned, but she gave her life to God, served God, brought people to Jesus and God by saving them. And she lost her life at 40 years old. And um, from my age of 14 to 20, 30 years old or something like that, um, she was a devout Christian. Had to be Christian everything. Christian girls, Christian music, Christian this. Christian. So in a sense, she was a Jesus freak. But before she became a Jesus freak, she was a drug freak, right? She was smoking the weed, doing the ganja, and doing some coke, and having a good time, living the evil life, living the life of sins, right? Sin is evil, evil is sin, and therefore she lived the evil life, and then she lived the good life, right? So she was red and blue. She did both, right? So she was, in a sense, a goddess, right? Because in the book it says, if you eat of the tree of good and evil, then you become gods like one of us. So with that being said, my God was a goddess, or my mother was a goddess, and I love her dearly. Still do today, and I still sense her every once in a while. So she's in the afterlife, right? Still doing her thing. I don't know where she's at. I haven't made contact with her in a long time. So, but I know she's around, and she's around. She could be around in this 3D realm, in her spirit body, right? This is our physical body, and inside of us is our spirit. Our spirit body looks like our physical body from my experience and the things I've been shown and the things I've been seeing, right? So we have a spirit body. That looks pretty similar to us. I think you can change that. But as far as I know, we have a spirit body that is light, that is hue. All right, got to go. Hope you enjoyed this video. Out for show. Peace.